long on the ball. Rasai whips that one in. Howell. Here comes a chance for Puma United. Oh my God! What a bomber! Peter McGregor! What a cracker! Has he found it for? All right, so we are back, people, with the preview shows. Preview and review. I haven't done one in ages. Can you imagine? Jesus, peace. The amount of cussing me get, people. But guess what? We're back. Like popular demand. Jamaica Premier League game week 19 review show. Show. Big up on yourself, people. We're going to start off with the Police going up against the Mobay. Man from Mobay, Jano Star. You're going to Mobay get a ticket from the Police. Rough. But anyways, Police could not stop the man them from Mobay in this one. Smashing. Police. Spanish Town Police. 5-0. Why? You know, look good, you know. Can you imagine it? People come in your backyard, come beat you up, take your 3 points, and then scan about them business. So. Anyways, first goal come from Devereaux Mackenzie in the 19th minute. Scored the second in the first half, in the 21st minute. In the second half, in the hour mark, Jamari Clark found the back of the net. Dwight Merrick 3 minutes later, and then Jordan Fletcher in the 71st minute top it off with a 5-star performance, technically. A 5-star performance for the team from the West, Montego Bay United. Big day for them, and that would definitely take them to the top of the table in the Jamaica Premier League. Another goal for Jordan Fletcher, who also now moved to the top of the table on the goal scoring list for the Jamaica Premier League. Big day in the office for Montego Bay United. I'm sure they must have felt good getting that done. Move to the next game on Wednesday, which was Cavalier versus Dunbeholin, on another 5-star performance from the Cavalier team. But definitely, they held Dunbeholin and put in a 5-star flagging and defeated Dunbeholin 5-1. Goals coming from Kawain Thompson in the 35th minute. Dwayne Allen in the 59th minute. That's screamer. Absolutely beautiful goal from Dwayne Allen. Wilberforce in the second half. In the 73rd minute, Odin Pennycook with an own goal after a brilliant bit of move from Ainsworth and whipped the ball across the goal. Unfortunately, Pennycook deflected it into the back of his own net. And McCleary, some shady defending from the Dunbeholin team. McCleary. Stephen Barnett from a penalty. Handball call in the penalty box in the 85th minute for the consolation goal. But a big performance for the Cavalier team. But definitely they have found a little bit of momentum, and that put them in the 5th position. Move down to match day, the second match day in game week 19 on Thursday. We saw Tivoli Garden versus Racing. A very exciting game, actually. No goals though to separate both teams, but nevertheless, any game that Racing or Tivoli is involved in, it tend to be a cracker. Lots of action. Unfortunately, the goalkeepers didn't have that much to do. More so action in the middle of the park, tackles flying in, players coming off, cards being issued. So, unfortunately, no goals to top that off with. Game ended 0-0. Next up on the agenda, we have I'm going to leave this game for last. Well, it's Portmore versus Malines. Pretty much a boring game, especially the first half. Pretty boring first half. And from the moment you see this game, the structure of the game, the design of the game, you know that this game is going towards a draw. Now, Malines found the back of the net in the 63rd minute through in the 65th minute through Nicholas Nelson with a brilliant finish, possible goal of the season contender. I think both goals were really beautiful in this game, but that goal from Nicholas Nelson was a wonderful finish from outside the box. Then Peter McGregor pushing on Portmore United last minutes of the game, start throwing numbers, basically throwing everything in the attacking third, where Peter McGregor find the back of net off the volley, hitting the back of net. That's a brilliant goal by McGregor. Since he came on, he has been a thorn in the back of the Lions team coming since he came off the bench. Definitely got his goal and secure a point for Portmore United, who sits third place on the table. Next up on the agenda, we have Chapelton Maroon versus Waterhouse. Chapelton Phoenix Maroon versus Waterhouse. And certainly Waterhouse pour some water on the burning bird, which is the Phoenix. Yeah. Anyways, but Lions, my apologies. Waterhouse got the victory through a wonderful goal by Denardo Thomas. Brilliantly worked, built up play goal, and they found the back of the net. And this game actually played down at Chapelton. So definitely it's a big win for Waterhouse away from home. And this has been one of the Phoenix Chapelton Maroons' first defeat in a long while. They have been in good form, really good form, especially defensively. They have been quite astute defensively. Move on to the next game, which is a very strange game. Let me take a sip for that. An extremely strange game. Harborview leading 3-0 at half time and lost 4-3. People, you're leading 3-0 at half time. How do you lose? How is it possible to lose the game 4-3? How? And I really don't know. Anyways, first goal came through Omar Thompson in the 3rd minute of the game. Then Trayvon Reed found the back of net in the 12th minute. Ryan Brown was in fine form for Harborview in the 45th plus 1. Then now the historical event happened in the second half, where Treasure Beach found that extra gear. Shandal Anderson in the 54th minute and Daniel Hardy in the 64th minute. Luca Kong in the 82nd minute. Basically an own goal. And then now Brown in the 85th minute to top off a brilliant comeback from Treasure Beach. And I'm still wondering, how did that happen? Really interesting to see. Anyways, the final game of the game week is Mount Plesant versus Arnett. Arnett Garden versus Mount Plesant down at the Anthony Spalding Sports Complex. Now, the last time Arnett Garden defeated Mount Plesant was 2-0 in 2023. The December 2023. Last 15 meetings between these two teams. For Mount Plesant, 9 wins, 4 draws between both teams, and Arnett Garden winning only twice. That is the last 15 meetings between these two teams. That is dominance. Total dominance. Anyways, only a goal separated this game, and I thought it was a very good game. I can go down a little bit in the tactical aspect of this game. Ryan Edwards from the penalty spot, and I think it was a foul. I think it was a foul on Daniel Green, they gave away that penalty. But on a tactical aspect of this game, I thought that despite the penalty, I don't think Arnett Garden keeper did a lot of work. Though I didn't see him doing a lot of work. But the Mount Plesant, I thought Arnett really exploited Mount Plesant in a particular way. Let me explain to you. No. Mount Plesant attacked down the left side of Arnett Garden, which is the Arnett Garden right back area. Whilst Arnett attacked down the right back area of Mount Plesant. Now, Demaria Phillips is a unique player for Mount Plesant, right? But his positional discipline sometimes can be a little bit off. But they normally utilize him to go up and down the wing back area. But you find Demaria Phillips sometimes high up the pitch in the middle of the park because they utilize him to play an inverted role. So them technically attacking a 3-2-5. 3-2-5. The attacking third, 5, them attack all 5 channels and then build up. This is a basic color, then build up. Build up with 3 defenders, 2 midfielders. That would be Demario Phillips and Clifford. They automatically become the 2, and then all 5 attackers attack the area. I think Rhyme kind of play a little bit deeper Sometimes I would assume that's a little bit of the work with, but the Daniel Green got the freedom to roam. So basically, he's a creative element within the five, but they have all firepower going at the goal. So that left side, or should I say that left side for Arnett Garden, the right side for Mount Pleasant, seem to be vacant quite often because it doesn't matter how fit or fast Demar Phillips is. Once the ball, he's not faster than the ball. Once the ball hitting that area, it becomes a 1v1. Now, what Arnett Garden did in that game, they left Thompson up top. So stay in that hole. Whenever Demar Phillips vacate that area, they would just find him in transition as fast as possible. And they saw some bit of glory from it, about 3 or 2 or 2 1v1 situations, and about 3 opportunities came from that same situation. They build up from the right and then hit it, switch it to the left hand side as fast as possible, trying to exploit the right back area for Mount Pleasant. So they did it well. They didn't get the goal from it though. I think it's more so a bit of poor finishing from Thompson. You should have definitely done better in that position. In the second half, now what Arnett Garden did, they had running power. Deshaun Henry, Giovanni Taylor, and these guys came on for a lot for the running power. And I think Salman. And it cost Mount Pleasant a bit of trouble. But the quality that Mount Pleasant has, it got them over the line. But definitely, Arnett Garden kind of exposed a little bit of the frailties in the Mount Pleasant team, despite how stacked or how good the squad is or how good the team is. Lots of quality. They play very good football. But I thought Arnett Garden did a really good job on them. Clifford Thomas, for me, I think would have been probably one of the man of the match between Clifford and Anglin. I thought that they were really, really good. Daniel Green had the moments in the game. Thought they were definitely good. For Arnett Garden, I thought Ricardo Thomas was absolutely brilliant. Brilliant, I have to say. But that closed off game week 19. And I'm telling the people, it was cracker. Let's see. 22 goals from 7 games. I think most persons would say they enjoy themselves, but I guess that's how football is. Sometimes they get more, sometimes they get way less. Anyways, big up on yourself, people. Smash the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'll see you guys again. Until next time, MG Sports TV. Out. God bless. Boom. Outside. You know what I mean?